Yes.
Boom.
Hello, everybody.
Back again. Was it day 3?
Yes.
Daily jungle debrief with myself, Neil Data Evans.
And I'm Nana Evans.
And we are for Evans' sake. And here we are again.
Exactamundo.
So, what happened today?
Okay.
Melvin took his place where he was supposed to be.
Yay! And hello to everybody on Instagram.
Yes.
I'm now on.
Hello to Instagram. Hello to YouTube. Hello to Instagram on Nana's Instagram. Yes, we are live. Yes. I don't know how I feel about today's episode.
Hey, fun. Okay, today's episode. You know what? It was a little... Yesterday's was so good.
Mm-hmm.
I think today's lacked depth in any way. Like, we didn't learn anything new. There was just nothing truly insightful or... I mean, it's not every day that has to be emotional, but something taking place. I feel like we didn't get that.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. But I guess this is one of those episodes where it just kind of moves the plot along a little bit. What I will say is this: you know what it is. I'm trying to be a good person in it, right? Yeah. And I want to like Dean. Okay. Like, I want to like him, but as you'll see from the start of the episode, Dean, he done the Bush Tucker trial. He didn't do very well. But it's given for me, because we all know how it goes by this time. Like, we're 20 years in with this show, so we know how it goes. And I feel like every time I'm watching him, I get the feeling that man is doing everything for the views. Yes. For the screen time. Yes. For the attention.
Absolutely.
So this is going to sound dread, but I feel like even calling time after just 2 stars.
Yes. It was so calculated.
Yeah, it just felt like that way.
Going into, what was it called again? The sarcophagus. Yeah. Going into the sarcophagus, I said, he's going to do 2 stars. How many did you say?
Do you know what? You called it, because I even gave him, I said, no, I think he'll do 5, or at least up to 5. Nana, you were bang on. You said 2 stars.
I said 2.
And my mouth was open.
Yeah.
Like, I was shocked.
Because I just knew how he's going to play this. That he knows also he isn't as popular as other people in there. So he could be in the bottom rung just from people not knowing him. Mm-hmm. So he's gone in, high energy, I'm going to get attention. Yeah. You know how you do that is by crying, screaming, being like, I'm squeamish. There was just something a bit false about it straight away because it hadn't got that intense. So yes, he said, I'm claustrophobic. There was something that I just didn't believe him.
But
from
even
jump.
that, we all know that they ask you, what don't you really like? Yeah. And so then you tell them what you don't really like. So by this time in the game as well, you know that whatever you tell them, that is what you're going to get.
Yes, so precisely.
Nobody can be looking shocked.
No.
At this point. So I'm just...
I didn't believe
I'm not feeling the vibes.
And it wasn't that intense. Okay, so the sand is coming up. It had just hit about his knees. Then you've kind of, you've got the worms. Of all of the creepy crawlies that you're going to come head to head with, the worms are like the least. Yeah. Then you just had the crickets come in.
I barely saw any crickets in there.
Precisely. You'd done the second start in like less than 20 seconds. You had done it. There was nothing to stop you from being like, let me just try and get to 3. Because it wasn't that intense yet. Yeah. But I just knew he's going to do it at a poultry place so that everybody is a little bit starving so that he gets picked again. And
it's exactly what happened. It was textbook. So tomorrow it's going to be him and GK. And he's going to love that because he knows that. And the thing is, because GK is funny as well.
Yes.
And so he's going to love that attention being on him.
Yep. Well, he would know anything close to her. They know the rankings. You know that she is going to do well. Before they went in, she was already tipped as like a favourite, like very popular. Yeah. He would know all of this. So he's loving this moment. It's jarring me. Yeah. I was getting annoyed. I really was.
And even there was that bit right at the end when I think Ant and Dex said to him, I'll see you tomorrow. And then he was like, oh no, I'm not coming back tomorrow. But everything just seems very...
Too slick. Yeah. Because also, a second ago, was you not almost in hysterics, shaking with 0 tears? people on reality shows and you're crying, at least if you're going to cry, give us some tears.
There was nothing. There was no tears.
You're there doing shaky like I'm hysterical. Then before you know it, he turns around and switches and it's all lovey, darling.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's all the theatrics. It's like, nah.
No, I'm not feeling the guy. And I want, you know, obviously I'm going to say this because I'm biased, but like I genuinely would just want to see more screen time for Melv.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. This is the problem that we're going to face is like, obviously we're here for Melv. We want to see screen time with Melv, but Melv is also the type of person, he's never going to fight for screen time.
No.
He's not there for that.
No, he is.
And so it's like you have to catch those natural moments with him. So for example, when Dean was going off to the trial, and then him and OT doing another little song and dance, kind of cheering him on the same way they had their little song and dance when they were doing their trial yesterday. Yeah. You'll get those moments, but my guy's never going to be gunning for screen time.
No, he's not. He's not going to create those moments. Definitely not. Which he still has to step up as something.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
a balance, isn't it? There's a balance. You got to find that balance, like, between, because you're there for a reason at the same time, innit? So you got to give something, but you can't be begging it like Dean.
Dean is in the bin for me. Like I don't think he can win me over. I've sussed him.
I'm trying to be a good person, innit? Yeah. And I want to see the good in everybody. I think this is the Melv trying to rub off on me, innit? Like Melvin has that thing of like just seeing the good in everybody. So I'm trying to see the good in Dean, but I am struggling. I cannot lie. Yeah.
Hello, Yvonne. Hello, Sora. We were just going over the beginning, Dean's trial, and we are not convinced that Dean is not putting on his hysterics. Not convinced. So far, I think he is absolutely putting it on all the time. Next scene of note is GK Barry Grace explaining her coming out story.
Yeah.
And just sharing with everybody that it was, in all intents and purposes, very uneventful.
Yeah.
She basically...
It was a non-story.
Yeah, she just explained that she had a few friends. Her parents asked her who this person was that she was going away with. And she was like, that's my girlfriend. And it was like, oh, okay, have fun.
Yeah.
And it was that simple for her coming out story. I mean, I guess there'll be loads of people that would wish that it would be that uneventful for them. She said that her parents were always like, we don't care who you get with, man or woman, just as long as they're not a dickhead.
Yeah. Which is, no one likes a dickhead. So you can respect that. Yeah, I think the thing that they said, it was like it was a glass cupboard that she was in terms of coming out.
Yeah,
sort of so nothing was a surprise. So she spoke about that. What else was there?
Hey, Cher. She also did talk about her going online, specifically looking for trolls, like looking for negative comments.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit.
Yeah. But I think that was so indicative of this generation of like looking for that negativity. And a lot of people speak about it, especially when you're going online and you're looking for the negativity. So even like doing this, and so on a daily basis, I'll go and see what the stories are about Melv. And then every now and again, you'll see somebody saying something stupid on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. And, I think I'm probably of an age now where I just kind of look at it and go, oh, dickhead, and scroll on. But you can also see that if that is aimed at you, if you haven't necessarily got the wherewithal to be like, bun that, you can get drawn in because you want to, and especially if you are the type of person that has a personality where you're a little bit of a people pleaser, innit? Okay. And so, yeah.
I mean, I thought it was honest of her sharing that she does that, because I think if the 10 of them, if they're being honest, they probably all do it to some, to a certain degree. They probably do go on Twitter and go and look. I actually don't, because we don't need to. When people are being feisty to us, they'll tag us. They tag. But I also, I don't go looking. We're just not popular enough as the aunties. We're not. And I don't care. So I care because I know you need both. I know you need the negative and the positive, and you generally need it in 50-50. So in a way, it's not like you caught it, but I am like, we're not we're not getting to a big enough audience because we're preaching to the choir. So I measure it when we get a little bit of combat. It does give me a little bit of joy. Like, oh yes, we're reaching a new market.
I hear that.
That's how I see it. So it's just purely on the data of it all. Not. I don't know when it would affect me, like, or if I'd be hurt by it. I don't know. I don't know what somebody could say.
I think I remember a time that no, I won't say that. Anyway, somebody said something. Yeah,
you see more than you see it.
I take stuff personally. I've seen folks say stuff, and I haven't let it gone unchecked in my own little way.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah. I'm like, is there something?
Yeah. All right. What else happened in the episode?
Colleen and her wedding story.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, like, again, go back to what you said at the top of this episode. This episode is very pedestrian because also her wedding story, I know, is like a lot of people have that story.
Like you told us nothing.
Like a lot of people have that story. Like you had your wedding, certain man didn't get on the guest list, certain man was upset. Like it's a story as old as time.
I think everybody that has a wedding, you haven't invited everybody and everyone that's come wasn't pleased. Yeah. That is just a standard. But also she told us nothing. She told us nothing about her life other than, okay, Wayne's family supported Everton, her family supported Liverpool. Mm-hmm. He got, I guess the only illuminated thing was that Wayne Rooney has her name tattooed. Yeah. And he did that really early on in their relationship.
But also, why do I care?
Tell us something. What I want to know about is how you deal with your man cheating on you all the time. That's what I wanted to know.
No, relax. We don't have to go there. We don't have to go there.
Next week, before she start talking about that.
We don't have to go there. You know what was interesting is what I did find funny. Obviously, there may be like 101 reasons for it, but when everybody was having their relationship chat, I noticed Melvin was nowhere to be seen. Like, Melvin was nowhere near that conversation. And I was just like, this guy has learnt. Like, he's learnt from the family parties, when you see the aunties and you know they're coming to get in your business. And he was nowhere to be seen. He was like,
it was off, innit?
We are not talking about my, do you know what I mean? Like, my single status or getting married or like, brother was like, no, sir, I'm over there. He was probably sitting in a dunny the whole time.
There was a few of them that weren't around, but he needed to be. Needed to be sitting there. I wish
he was. And
definitely.
I think, I think he will at some point. He'll get that grilling. Well, you know what it is? He will get that grilling now because of his special gift. So everybody got their luxury gifts. Alan and Danny actually did a really good job.
They did.
Getting 8 out of the 10.
What is that trial called that they do in the interim?
No, now you're asking me questions about my pay grade.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they did really well in that trial. They got their gifts. Melvin's gift was a pillow and it had all of his... It's funny that him and Colleen had the same gift.
Yes, the pillow thing.
And it had all of his family members on it. And then it had Carol Vorderman on there.
That he loves.
Like, yes, it's a sticky one still. He's liked Carol for a long time. Like, that's been the celebrity crush for a very long time. But I think that is also going to open questions because people are going to be like, why Carol? Like, where did that come from?
Okay.
So
he just needed to be there because also Talisa opening up and saying that she thinks she may be demisexual. Mm-hmm. Like, so demisexual is when you need more of a mental stimulation. Like, you need to actually have more than a physical attraction. They need to physically and mentally, and then you warm up to them, which I think most women are.
Yeah.
I think that is, but, you know, because everything's got a label these days, this is what she's running with. But she also said that she's been on Raya. I swear Melvin's been on Raya.
What's Raya?
Raya is that celebrity dating app where you had to, I think you've got to share your social media. And so if you have a certain amount of account, like followers and a blue tick and stuff, and then you kind of go on Raya. So you're dealing with people potentially who are in your same field or at least in your same tax bracket.
Right, okay.
But she hasn't actually dated anyone.
But when you're on there, do you know who you're talking to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So she hasn't dated anybody. She said the C word, that she is celibate for 3 years. That's not celibacy. She is abstinent. She has been abstinent for 3 years.
What's the difference?
Celibacy is a vocation that monks, nuns.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
And then abstinence is you're just not doing the thing.
You're just not doing the thing.
Right. Okay.
Nobody has come along, or you've purposely been like, it needs to be serious before I enter into a sexual relationship. Okay. That's what she's doing. But yeah, she hasn't had any sex for 3 years. And she shared that. So let's see.
What's the comment saying?
All right, we have Yvonne says the granny grabber in regards to Wayne Rooney, and Cher said, yes, tell us about the grannies. Precisely, that's what we want to know. And Nikki said, Nana asking Colleen what we need to know. these are the questions. Put me in there.
Shout out to Nikki.
Cher saying, I'm not even watching the show, but I like watching the reviews, and Sora says the same.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. I can't watch it live. I have to wait till tomorrow because I'm not in the UK. Who's that?
Oh, bless you. So Sora,
yeah.
For a while, before she told us her names, I was calling her Symbols. I actually still like that.
Yeah, I like Symbols. Yeah. I want to call you Symbols as well. What was funny going back to the trial that they were doing, and obviously they had to answer the questions about their campmates, in terms of what they knew about them.
Yeah.
You learn an interesting fact every day. And so before N-Dubs was N-Dubs, they gave them two options. They were either called the Lickle Rinsers or the Bad Band, was it?
Yeah.
Or the Bad Bandits.
Bad Bandits.
The Bad Bandits or the Lickle Rinsers. And I was like, there's no way that Yuzok could have been serious in life and being like, we're going to have a group and we're going to call ourselves the Lickle Rinsers. So I was like, this is a free one, innit? Like, they're giving you this one for free. And they actually were called the Lickle Rinsers. And
it's wild that was their name.
Both names were awful, but the Lickle Rinsers...
No, but the Bad Bandits, I kind of understood.
No, it's a stupid name.
But the Lickle Rinsers, at that time, Top of the Pops was still a thing. Like, are you really thinking you're going to go on top of... And welcome to the stage now, the Lickle Rinsers. Like, that's a nonsense. N-Dubs is still...
Yeah.
But I didn't... It's understandable, N-Dubs.
Yeah.
Even just for the dub.
But it's easy, isn't it? N-Dubs, NW, but Lickle Rinsers, I mean...
They were young, though.
They were young. I'm glad that didn't happen for them. But yeah, so the only two campmates that didn't get their gifts were... And I feel bad, because when Jane didn't get her gift, I really didn't care.
Yeah.
And then when Barry didn't get his gift, but also you saw it on them as well. When Barry didn't get their gift, you know that hurt them.
Yeah. They were both mutually like, oh shit, we got to do better.
Yeah.
Barry wouldn't have got his gift if I was doing it as well.
You got that wrong.
I thought he was welterweight champion.
Don't worry, Barry, I got you.
What was it that he was?
It was a featherweight, man. It was a featherweight. Yeah,
featherweight champion of the world. I do remember when he was boxing. We were kids, but I remember him being a big deal.
Yeah.
I just thought it was welterweight.
No. Featherweight. Yeah. So, yeah. What else?
Yes. Okay. All right. So we had the luxury items, 8 out of 10. And then we had Delvin's Diner.
Yay.
Which is Danny and Melvin.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's gone to Melvin being the cook, the chef, but he's doing it with Danny. Yeah. Like, Danny's helping him out. So it's Delvin's Diner. And
I think it was both of them. I think
is it both?
Yeah, they were both nominated. They were both nominated. Yeah.
Their first meal... Because they only had 2 stars, there wasn't much that they could do because of Dean. It was basically rice, as staple rice, a little bit of seasoning and stuff. And what tail was it?
Buffalo
tail.
Buffalo tail.
Which had very little meat.
Yeah, that tail looked tough. Do you know what I mean? That was like, sometimes when you go to them parties and they're serving turkey tail, but you don't really know the auntie that made the turkey tail, and the turkey tail is just tough.
Hard as hell.
Just hard.
You're just like, no, that's going to break all my teeth. Yeah, there was... It wasn't great, but they had criticism from Talisa.
Was it criticism?
Yeah.
I didn't hate her for it, though. I didn't hate her for it. Like...
No, I did.
Wow. Yeah, no, I think it was valid. It was like, when you're just involved in something, innit? So it's like, I can see like cooking is her bag, innit? But what I am saying is when it is your turn.
Oh, you know it's not going to work for her. That's why it's like, just shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Because again, I would imagine buffalo, goat, cow, it's going to be all similar, and it's going to be that meat that you would want to stew for longer.
Yeah.
But you're in the freaking jungle and everybody's hungry. Like, you're going on like it just needed to stew. Is everyone going to wait 2 hours for this or 3 hours? Like, we're not doing that, really. So I've just got to fry it up. You chew on it, you chew on it. It's how it goes. She couldn't have done it better. I don't care. I don't care what she's saying. She couldn't have done it.
It'll be her turn soon, and we will see. But I'm looking forward to, because I think if there's one thing we know about Melvin, you know, he takes his cooking seriously. He loves his cooking. Obviously, this is a completely different scenario because you are working with limited ingredients and limited utensils. But I feel like this is where he can like really pour his love into the camp. Yes,
that was one piece of our advice to him was to try and get in the kitchen. So I'm very glad that that's happened. I just want him to, I don't want him to argue, but I do want him to advocate for himself though.
Yeah.
I think he can't get too into, is it okay? And like meekly do things. He does have to move firmly into, I'm a person in here and I can cook, because he can cook.
And I think that is true, but also who he isn't coming for anybody unless you're coming for him. Like, if you go for him, he's gonna come for you. But other than that, he's just gonna be like, I see your point of view. However,
I just don't want him to leave. He's making a TV show.
Yeah, it's true. No, it's true.
I wish I had an antenna.
I was gonna say, send some telepathy, man. It's like, brother,
go.
It's like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning now, innit?
Yeah.
So it's just like, let's send that brain energy to him. Like, activate, rude boy.
Yes. Come on. It's not. You ain't got too long to bed in.
Yeah.
Like, literally, we need to know who we are.
Like, when do they start voting for people to come out?
I think it's got a week.
Okay, cool.
Do we have a week though? Let me know. Nikki is saying it's a balance though. Moody Melvin is in that jungle too, you know. I know, Nikki.
You're not wrong, Nikki. You're not. And this, I think Nikki's got it spot on. It is a balance in it, because if Moody Melv comes out like guns are blazing, then we're going to be sitting there like, oh, allow it, Melv, stop. Because it's going to be a bloodbath. Like, it's going to be because this is the thing as well. When he wants to say some cutting words to you.
Yeah, it can.
Like, he will and he can.
Yes, it can happen.
He will and he can.
I just want, I want him to give a little bit more. To just, not Dean, but a something.
Yeah.
Like just stand out a little bit more, because I can see he's very comfortable hanging with OT.
Yeah.
And I knew that was going to happen, because it's like they know each other already, but he needs to make other friendships.
It was like we were saying, it's like when they were having the relationship conversation, wherever he was, whatever he was doing, it was like that was a perfect opportunity for people just to learn more about him.
Yeah.
Learn what he's about. But I'm hoping that the cushion will also, because if there is one thing that Mel will talk about is family. And so I'm hoping that the cushion also today, whilst they're in camp, will be able to spark conversation and allow him to talk about, the people that he really loves and are really close to him.
I hope so. I hope we get to see that. You want him to do my mate Russell.
Listen.
You lived on Kiss.
Listen. I've lived on Kiss. I've lived on Radio 1. So if this guy goes to the jungle and he does not do one story where it says my mate Russell, he's got problems when he gets back. He's got problems when he gets back, because I'm out here every night when I should be in bed, out on this YouTube thing, trying to drum up support. And if I don't get one my mate Russell story, it's done. It's done.
Fair. Hello, Saf. Welcome. And everybody that is watching, please just press a like on this video. Please share it as well.
Yeah.
Please tell people who are watching, who may just want to have a little communal chat, that we are online for half an hour every evening after the show has aired as well. Please, let's grow our little family so it gets a bit bigger and we can support. I did vote for Melvin to do the Bush Tucker trial. Because, full transparency, I voted because I just want him to get a moment, a little bit more airtime this week before people start voting. And also, I felt like this trial that was coming up, he could probably do. It was in water. It's not like the creepy crawlies are directly going to be on you because you've got that water distance.
It would have been a good one for him.
I felt like he could have done this trial. So that was the only reason I did do all of my 5 votes on him as well. But oh, look at that. Saf is saying loving the matching green. We didn't even know.
We didn't, This is what happens after 24 years. Is it 24?
Yes,
I don't know. 24.
It is.
What happens after 24 years? I'm hoping that he activates, gets a trial before the end of this week. And I just want people to see the guy that we know in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I just want people to see the guy that we know. Yeah. And I know that once people start to see him,
it will happen, innit?
Yeah, they'll love it. Nikki said, I voted all the others, but I thought he might not like it because he doesn't swim. But we had this question. We had this question the other day, and maybe I'm like just old, innit? Because I was saying when we were at uni, we went swimming every single week.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, sure he was there.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah, no, it was all of us.
It was the house.
It was the house. The house would go swimming every Wednesday. And so he, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he was an amazing swimmer. I'm not saying that. But I feel like in that situation, like in a contained water space, he would be okay.
He could have been okay in that one. Because, I just don't want him to get one of the ones with the rats that have to crawl on him.
He was there with his armbands, Nikki. He was. He was.
Let's see what is up. So basically it's Dean and GK Barry that are up. So they'll get another. I just need him to get a bit more airtime, a little bit more.
Because I feel like if we're not careful, we're just going to get a run of Dean and GK. GK I don't mind because I think she's actually funny. But I am going to get annoyed if I'm just seeing too much Dean on my screen.
Yeah. Because is he gonna go?
He's a bit much.
I got to see the comments because are people annoyed with him as well? Because if they're seeing through it, then hopefully he'll go early anyway. Because I'm just ready for him to leave. I don't want to gun him every day, but I will if he's still there.
I know you will.
Yes, you will. I will gun him. Hang on, was there anything else? I've got to play the thing.
What thing?
His ode to Carol Vorderman.
Let's sign out with the ode. So, Melvin, as I said, has loved Carol from day dot. It's a strange, but listen, let's not front. We've all got our strange celebrity crushes.
And she says it's a buff thing, though.
I mean, that's strong.
Strong. Carol, come on now. For an older woman, Carol's done really well.
Each to their own. We've all got our celebrity crushes. Mine was and still is Angela Bassett.
Ain't Angela Bassett like 80 years old?
Don't hate.
I'm just asking that because you're talking about Carol Vorderman. Ain't Angela Bassett literally
Have you seen The Shape of Angela Bassett and then you want to put her against Carol Vorderman? I beg, please. Let's not even do that. Let's not even do that. Who are your celebrity crushes, guys? I would like to know who everybody else's celebrity crushes. Cher has time for Carol. I mean, I've got time for her. She's cool. I'm just saying, it's not necessarily my cup of tea, but you know what I mean? Not here for the Bassett slander. Thank you, Sleep. Keep running your mouth.
I'm just asking how old she is.
Keep running your mouth.
All I'm saying.
Yeah. Were we going to play this thing?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Like a fine wine, the man them can't comprehend my 10 out of 10. Carol Vorderman, woo! I want to work her out. Check your DMs, girl, and I'll be waiting. I know a woman so fine. She's mature, like a fine wine. The man them can't comprehend my 10 out of 10. Carol Vorderman, woo! I want to work her out. Check your DMs, girl, and I'll be waiting.
You know what that is? That's a brother that watched Love Jones too many times. Like, too many times.
Remember when Melvin used to frequent all the, like, the neo-soul types?
Yes.
He thinks he's a poet, innit?
Yeah, he loves... Like he would be there with all the yes, yeah. We ain't forgotten that Melv. We ain't forgotten that version of Melv. But yeah, big up Carol though. Big up Carol.
Okay. Yes, so that's his one. I was looking to see if anybody else was going to share who's there.
Celebrity crushes. Everyone's being tight-lipped, innit? Everyone's being tight-lipped.
I hear it. Okay. All right, we are almost there.
Yes. Who's that? The way she went for that PPE Baroness. I'm not following that.
Was that Carol Vorderman? Because you know Carol is she goes in online.
No, yes.
She goes in.
I remember
She's
now.
actually great at gunning people.
She wasn't having... You know what? I have to respect Carol on that alone because I've seen a few clips of Carol where she's
brilliant.
Was badding up people.
Yeah,
yeah, I hear that.
She's actually really good. Saf is saying mine is Coffee Sarah.
No, Saf, you're not playing the game. You're not
what
playing the game.
What is his name?
Cerebo.
Yeah,
okay. Because that's a crush that everybody would say, innit? Like, we want one of those guilty crushes that you wouldn't really tell people. Do you see what I'm saying? Michelle Moan.
No, that was the MP.
That was the MP, yeah.
Okay, so it's like an off-centre crush.
It's an off-centre crush, so it's just like, you wouldn't really expect it. So, you see, most people are like, oh my God, Halle Berry. Yeah, we know, bruv. But if someone says Oprah Winfrey, then it's a bit different.
Okay. No, I've got one. I want to say his name is Rick Fox, but I don't think it is.
Ooh, the light-skinned tall one.
Yeah. That he was Bo's. What was he? Was he Bo's?
Yes.
It could be their dad. Yeah. What is his name though? It's not Rick Fox. Is it Rick Fox?
Ric Flair. No, it's not Ric Flair. Who is it? I
can't even Google it because I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to talk about that one off air.
Cher says Trevor McDonald.
That's the spirit, Cher. See, we're bonding now. We're bonding. Do you know what I mean? We're bonding. It's all good.
What in the hell? Sam says there's something really attractive to me about Baby Reindeer. I think it's his gaunt facial structure. What was his name again? What's it? Richard. It was Richard something.
Saf, I respect that because you took the spirit of the task and you opened your heart and you were honest, and I respect that. So I can't say nothing. This is a safe space. So I respect that.
Yeah, that's it. Richard Gadd.
Yeah. Wow.
Fair.
Fair enough. Fair play.
If you like heroin chic, okay,
yeah,
cool.
It's your
no judgment. No judgment. Yes, Sora, the athlete that turned into an actor, that guy. Tall, kind of light skin. He's older now. Now his hair is greying. Like that dude.
I can't remember his name. No.
I think it is Rick something. I can't remember though, but yeah.
Rick Fox.
It is Rick Fox.
Rick Fox. You said Ric Flair.
No, you said Flair. I said Fox.
Yeah, anyway, Rick Fox.
There we go. Fox, I knew my man's name. He's about 60 odd.
Is that what you're calling him now?
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Cool. Good night, guys. Clearly, we've got some things to talk about.
What, are you threatened by Rick Fox?
I'm threatened by him. Talking about, me.
Oh, anyway, thank you so much for joining us this evening, guys. So we will. Oh, tomorrow is a harder one.
Yes.
How are we navigating tomorrow?
So tomorrow, there is the possibility of a no-show because obviously you're recording the podcast tomorrow. I'm actually filming in the evening tomorrow. And so we may not even be able to see the show. But maybe we come on late just to, maybe you guys fill us in and tell us what happened. Okay. Or if I've been trying to get Ricky on the show. He said he is going to join us at some point this week. So if Ricky has watched the show tomorrow and he can come on and we will join him and he can fill us in on what happened.
Yeah, maybe we can try and do it that way. So we can
try and do it that way. So
watch this space. No, Nikki says she's writing. So we're waiting for you, Nikki.
Okay, all right, Nikki, cool. Pump the brakes. Yeah.
See, Sora said he is a fine man and tall.
He is a fine man and tall. Oh, Nikki, all the anticipation, and then you're like, no, sorry. No, Chair, don't waste your time. Don't Google him. There's nothing to Google. There's nothing to Google. But yes, going back to tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, if we do come on, it may be a shorter show. Hopefully, if I can get Ricky to kind of drive it, and then we'll do that. If not, Thursday. we're back doing the thing.
Definitely.
So,
yes.
Cool.
So I'll let you know. I'll use our community tab.
Cool.
Definitely. Okay,
Brilliant.
guys. So
if you haven't as well, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel, because you're listening to me say it right now. So rather than just listen, actually do it right now, and then you've achieved something in your day.
And also like the video as well. That would be fantastic. Please.
Thank you.
So we'll either see you tomorrow or we will definitely see you on Thursday. Spread the word. We are here every evening as well to talk over I'm a Celebrity, and Melvin Odoom especially.
And Carol Waterman.
Yeah, I guess. Thank you, guys.
See ya.
Have a lovely night.
Cheers. Bye.